Hey everyone, Jill Nomad coming at you today with a little tip on how not to think everything's out to get you. And if you're new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe or just keep listening to the videos and subscribe whenever or if you ever feel like it. And comments are always appreciated as long as they're respectful. So how do you prevent yourself from getting so strung out that you think everything is a threat? Well, one of the things I've noticed is both in real life, and there's also some YouTube channels that typically dedicate themselves to thinking everyone's out to get them and that there's problems around every corner. And I see that they're calling the police on people, they're cussing people out. There's just a general hostility going on. And what I can tell you after being on the road for so many years is that these are BLM lands and we're excluding private land. Okay, if we're camping on BLM land, that is not our land, okay? That is public land use. And if somebody walks onto the land or drives by and you don't like their vehicle, or perhaps you don't like them, and you find a reason to call the police, well, that's unfortunate because these lands are shared by all of us. And there's a lot of unfortunate people in the world, I will agree. They have problems all their own. It's not up to you to know what problems they have. But it is up to you as a public land user to remember that if you're uncomfortable, simply pick up your stuff and leave. Go to a different area. One would have to say, is it really necessary to call the police on people or cuss them out? I mean, is that really the best way to handle it? Yes, we might not like the person, okay? We might see that they have problems, or maybe they're, using substance and you don't like the fact that you're camped near people that use substance. That's fine. Just move. We're nomads. That's what we do best. We move on, correct? So what I encourage everyone to do is practice remembering that we're all equal. We're all here to enjoy these public lands. It's not up to us to correct situations that we feel need to be corrected by calling the heavy hand of law enforcement. All right? And there's some videos actually on YouTube where it shows these female solo nomads pointing out that someone's watching them. And in one particular video, it shows the person being watched by a van in the distance, and then the van eventually makes its way over to the female nomad, and instead of leaving the area, the female nomad continues to engage with him for many minutes when he comes up to the vehicle, and he was very inappropriate. And that is my segue to say there are genuine emergencies that we all know can happen. There's violence, there's threats of violence, and then there's creepy stalkers and everything in between. And I have every faith that everyone knows what a real threat is. However, aside from that, I mean, in the years I've been on the road, I have not one time ever encountered a real threat. It's just, I've encountered unhappy situations that were solved immediately by me just simply moving to somewhere else in the area. Everything worked out fine. And as always, if everything isn't working out fine, and no matter what you do, you end up feeling threatened, by all means, call law enforcement. This video is not here to tell you not to call law enforcement, but for your own happiness and for the enjoyment of all, I would just encourage everyone to evaluate, is there a real threat here or is there not? And I have found that typically it's really not a threat. Even if a person imagines it's a threat, it doesn't automatically make it a threat. All right, so try to remember we're all here to enjoy these lands. These are public lands that we do not have any rights to. Even if we're set up camp, we don't have any rights to that land. This is Jill Nomad, and I'm out.